further into the future and take a look at another approach. Now, there is a group of scientists in the UK and in Italy that are looking at that same problem space, and they came up with a completely different approach. Their approach: eliminate mosquitoes from planet Earth. So what they did is they've created a genetically modified mosquito that has a mutation in it called a gene drive. If you have a gene drive in there, it guarantees that a particular gene will be passed on with 100% probability onto the next generation. Now, the gene that they're gene driving is with every successive generation, it renders the females progressively sterile. So after this gene kind of permeates itself across a population, you can actually exterminate a species with this. Now, this genetic bug bomb was developed by Imperial College London. Well, by the way, you know, the Brits seem to be really super interested in curing malaria. I don't know if that's because one of the first anti-malarials was quinine, and that's what they made gin out of.
No. The quinine is in the tonic water, which was then improved by gin.
Oh, look at that.
Yes.
You learn something every day. Yeah, and I have one right here. Okay, I made that up. That's not really true. But all right, so we got 3 approaches to fighting malaria. All right, we've got the bug bomb. Ooh, kind of scary. Lots of questions there on the bug bomb. These have not been released into the wild. They're actually in a 6-layer isolation lab, and were a mosquito to get out, these labs are at latitude such that as soon as winter came, they would be killed out. So when you use the right comparison metrics, mainstream for mainstream, emerging for emerging, those techniques will quickly show that the malaria vaccine holds the best hope in the fight against malaria. Now, let's cross-thread that. Let's use a mainstream technique against an emerging tech. Let's take that winter malaria vaccine, cheaper than anti-malarials. Yay, it's 80% effective. Wait, what? If I had an 80% effective parachute, I would not jump out of an airplane. Depends if the airplane's on fire, I guess. There's more testing needed. We're still in the early trials on this. This has never been manufactured to scale. Remember earlier we said 229 million cases per year? Imagine how many vaccines you're going to have to create to prevent those. We're talking billions. Then we talked about the distribution channel. How do we get this primarily to Africa? 94% of malaria cases are in the continent of Africa. The company that manufactures this, well, is currently Oxford University, and they're partnering with some small-scale manufacturers right now. But they're not a manufacturer and distribution. They're not a pharmaceutical company, and that is where they filmed Harry Potter. But is that the type of company that's going to be able to deliver it? And so you're kind of left scratching your head when you use this evaluation technique on emerging tech. And by using mainstream on emerging tech, the conclusions are going to gravitationally pull you back to mainstream solutions. In this case, it would indicate we're probably better and safer sticking with anti-malarials and just accepting 400,000 deaths a year. Now, put in perspective like that, this is preposterous. Yet we do this with technology all the time, using mainstream techniques on emerging technologies.